guys, it's Nikita Perry here from Attic Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my whole 9 subscribers, 3 up from last month, so we're getting somewhere. Today, I'm doing this look. So this is the look that I did for my wedding day. Obviously, I'm a very untraditional bride. I wore a black wedding dress. I think anyone that knows me would have found it weird to see me rock up to my wedding day in a white wedding dress. So it certainly wasn't anything out of the ordinary for me to go so dramatic for my wedding. In saying that, I do understand this look is not going to suit everyone. And a lot of brides do prefer to tone it down on their wedding day and just to look like a really natural version of themselves. I did choose really dark, moody colors throughout my entire wedding. We chose to get married in Tasmania around the May-June time because it's kind of coming out of our autumn and going into winter. Of course, I'm in Australia. So I did kind of want those really bold, deep, moody color palettes throughout the wedding day. And the flowers and everything I had as well were deep burgundies and those sorts of colors as well. So a couple of items of note. I did splurge on a few products for myself. One of them being this Tom Ford highlighter palette. Now this is the Sheer Highlighting Duo Reflex Gilt. It has this really beautiful gold color up the top here. So really gorgeous gold. And then the bottom color is like nice sort of pinky champagne color. Now another product that I splurged for Tom Ford was my lipstick as well. So the lipstick that I'm wearing is Black Dahlia. Now these lipsticks are very expensive. They're very luxe. Even the packaging is luxe, which is what you'd want if you, I think I paid $96 Australian for this lipstick. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was up there in the 90s. It's certainly not something that I would go out and splurge on all the time, but I mean, it was my wedding day. I wanted a beautiful lipstick, and I certainly got that with this Tom Ford Black Dahlia lipstick. So those were definitely 2 luxury items that I splurged on for myself. I understand it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but hey, you might be going out for a night out on the town with the girls, and this might be a look that you've been wanting to try for a while. So hang around and I'll show you how we did this. Okay, so as you can see, I have nothing on the skin at the moment, but I'm still going to cleanse and everything like that. So the first thing that I'm going to do, you would have seen in a lot of my other videos, is the Rosehip Micellar water. You know, your micellar waters are much of a muchness, so if you've got a different type of micellar water at home, then by all means use that. It's just a really, really gentle cleanse for the skin. I use it on all of my clients and I use it on myself as well. So I'm just going to cleanse the skin, give yourself a really good base to work on. I mean, my skin I thought was clean, but there you go, it obviously wasn't. And after that, I'm going to come in with some Fix Plus spray. Now, a lot of people think that because this product is called Fix Plus that it's to fix and set your makeup in place, but it's actually a really, really good pre-makeup product. So just by spritzing it on the face, before your makeup application, I put a little bit on my foundation brush as well, and working that into the skin. It's just like a drink of water for your skin because it contains spring water, cucumber and chamomile, all really good for the skin. So if you need that extra dose of hydration, then the Fix Plus spray is really good for that as well. And then after that, I'm going to come in with the Embryolisse 24-Hour Miracle Cream as well. Now, they call this a 24-Hour Miracle Cream because it's super hydrating. So if you've got dry skin or you tend to get dry patches on the skin, then this moisturizer is literally a miracle cream. That's why they call it a miracle cream. So I put that all over the face. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of a lip treatment on my lips. This is the Hourglass lip treatment. It is an oil lip treatment. And I'm just going to let that settle into the lips and prep the lips. Because we are using quite a dark color, I want to make sure my lips are well taken care of before I come in with that lipstick product. Now that's our prep done, I'm going to do my eyes first. And of course on my eyes, I'm going to come in with my all-time favorite MAC paint pot. This one is Layin Low. It's a really neutral color that I like to use as my base. And I like to put that on just with my fingertips. And once my base has been placed over the eyelid, I'm going to come in with my eyeshadows. Now my eyeshadows that I'm using today, it's the Viseart Neutral Matte palette. I think this palette is seriously underrated. Most people tend to go for like palettes with crazy colors. So when they look at this, they might think that these are boring colors, but these are all actually really, really versatile colors, and it's my most used product. Most makeup artists will have this in their kit, and it probably is their most used product as well. So the colors that I'm going to use, I use that for a transition color. I mix it up between these two. Then I use this color as well. It's a nice, really warm brown. Then I use a mix of these two colors to add depth. So I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm going to pick up this color here and a little bit of this color here just to start my transition color through the socket. Now I'm going to do this with my eyes open so I can see where I want the eyeshadow to finish. So I'm just going to place it through here. Because I do have hooded eyes, I do tend to push that color up a little bit further than what most people might want to take their eyeshadow. And the same on the other side. So I've just got some of this color as well that I'm just starting to work in the outer corner and through the socket there. So that's just starting to deepen that color. We'll bring a little bit underneath as well. And to add a little bit of warmth, I'm going to pick up this color and run that over the transition as well. And as you can see, that's just starting to build that color up and add a little bit of depth. Now to add on to that, I'm just going to use a slightly denser brush and these two darker shades here to build up the intensity in that lash line and outer corner. So I'm just packing that darker brown into the outer corner and blending it through. Again, packing that color into the outer corner, almost in like a C motion, and then blending that through. To clean that up a little bit, I'm just going to come in with some of my eye primer again, just over the eyelid, again with my fingertips. Just tidying that up a little bit. Now I've got my eyeliner. This is just a Rimmel Kohl liner in black. I'm going to use that to line my lash line and smudge it out. And then again, I'm using the black here to smudge into that lash line on top of the Kohl liner that I've just placed down. This is the main reason that I wanted to do my eyes first, because usually when you do this, you do get a bit of fallout underneath. And if you've already done your foundation, then it's really hard to clean that up and it can make your foundation look really ashy. 2018, love technology. My camera stopped recording. Thankfully, all I had done is apply a nude liner to my waterline, just using the Sephora Nude Crayon. Now, the reason I didn't use a black on my waterline is because I have gone quite dark on my lower lash line and through the outer corner, and I still want to open up my eyes and make my eyes pop. So I've used a nude pencil on the waterline to open up the eyes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate a little bit of bronze over the mobile lid, and I'm going to use a product from Pat McGrath. So this is a copper cream that was part of the Metamorphosis collection. I'm not sure if you can still get it, so I'm sorry if you love it, but it is really beautiful, and I'm just going to apply that with my fingertips. So I've just got a little bit on the tip of my finger, and I'm just going to pat that into the eyelid. Pat. Get it? Pat McGrath. I'm so funny. Like so. Isn't it pretty? I love this product. So it just adds that pop of color. And of course, to highlight my inner corner, I'm going to use the same highlighter that I'm going to use on my cheeks. So I'm going to take the Tom Ford Duo Highlighter Palette, and I'm going to use this top gold color here just to highlight the inner corners, and then a teensy bit over the brow bone. So I don't want a blinding highlight for my brow bone, but I do want to accentuate it. And now I'm just going to come in with a little bit of mascara. I'm using my personal mascara, which is the STILA Huge Lash Mascara. It doesn't say that this stuff is waterproof, but it doesn't budge. Like, I've never had an issue with it transferring or anything like that. So, and you really want to work that into your lashes. I usually do 2 or 3 coats, but it's completely up to you. And then once my mascara has dried, I'm going to come in with some false lashes. These are MODELROCK lashes. Fluffy number 4 these are. So these are going to lengthen and volumize your lashes, but also add a little bit of a flutter. I'm trimming these so they fit my eyes, but I never ever throw out the ends. So what I do, instead of wasting that end bit, I actually stack it on the outer corner. No one likes to waste a good lash. Then I've got this little bit that I'm just going to stack on the end for a bit of extra. Now, when it comes to gluing your lashes, you do want to make sure that you give the glue a chance to get tacky first. You don't want to put it straight on, because that's when it's all still really liquidy and you'll probably glue your eyes together. So you want to just wave it around, or you can blow on it if you choose to, just to get it tacky so it adheres to your eyes better. Now, of course, we want to conceal any of the glue that you can see from your eyelash. So I'm going to come in with my all-time fave gel liner, which is the ERIN BIGG Cosmetics gel liner. I have not found a product that's any better than this. And I'm using an angle brush. So I want to start in the outer corner, and I want to make sure we're coming over any of that exposed glue. And now I've got those lashes on, I'm just going to come in with another coat of mascara just to fuse my natural lashes into those false lashes. I'm going to come in with some more cleanser on a cotton pad just to clean up that under eye area from any fallout that we might have gotten from using those darker colors. We don't want our foundation to pick up any fallout or any excess mascara or anything like that. So we do want to make sure that that's all nice and clean. I really want to smooth out any texture on the skin for my photos. And today I'm using the Benefit POREFESSIONAL primer, and this primer is perfect for that. So I'm just going to run it through the T-zone, down the center of the nose and my forehead, because that's where most of my skin texture is. And you only need a tiny, tiny amount of this product as well to just smooth out that texture a little bit. You can see it's really helped up through the forehead area here. The foundation that I'm using today is STILA Stay All Day foundation. Now this admittedly is the old packaging. I think if you were to go look for this foundation now, it comes in like this beautiful gold frosted glass packaging, and the color that I'm using is Hue number 5. So it comes with like a little scoopy thing. Now underneath of this foundation, I'm actually going to come in with the Laura Mercier Illuminated Tinted Moisturizer. Now it doesn't actually come in my color, so I'm mixing Bare Radiance and Natural Radiance together. And what this is going to do is it's going to even out my skin tone and just help to set a really luminous base so you get that really dewy, really glowy look. And I'm applying that with the Makeup Weapons 1.4 brush. So you can see it just really adds that glow to the skin. And I'm going to come in with my foundation on top of that and buffing it into the skin. Just such a beautiful coverage. Like, I really do love the coverage of this foundation. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of bronzer just to give myself a little bit of color around the edges. And because I'm coming in with the powder, I want to make sure that that foundation is no longer tacky. Otherwise the powder is just going to grab onto the foundation and it's going to look really muddy. I'm coming in with a small domed powder brush just so I can be really precise and push that contour into the areas that I need it. So I'm just going to push that contour into the hollows of my cheeks. And blend that through. So again, just pushing that up into the contour area to really sculpt the face, and then through the temples and through the hairline as well. And the blush that I'm using today is called Warm Soul from MAC Cosmetics, and it just adds like a warm luminous glow to the apples of the cheeks, and I'm really pressing that into the skin. I'm actually going to come in with my concealer after that. So this is just the concealer that is in the top of my foundation bottle. And the reason that I come in after that is because it really sort of crispens everything up and re-sculpts the face. And I'm just going to use my foundation brush for that as well. Picking up a little bit on the end of the foundation brush there. Coming in underneath the eye area. Like so, just to add a wee bit more coverage. Get rid of any darkness that might be there from lack of sleep in the lead up to the wedding. And softly brushing that over the tops of the cheeks as well, just to push that blush right into the skin. And then I'm going to sculpt out my cheekbones as well. So just cleaning up that sculpting line there. Now it is all looking a little bit weird without eyebrows. I probably should have done those after I did my eyes, but we'll go in and do them now. I'm using the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil. Now this is like a crayon, so works really well to just softly sculpt that brow out. And the color that I have here is number 5. So I like to just place the product on the brow, and then I like to use the little spoolie on the end to really work product into the brow and to soften it out. You know, I want my brows to be there, but I don't want perfectly sculpted brows. That's not the look that I'm going for. Now for the final step, I get to use this bad boy. This is my Tom Ford lipstick. This is the most expensive lipstick I've ever bought, and I knew as soon as I saw this shade that this was going to be my lipstick color for my wedding day. Now I do still have the lip treatment from HOURGLASS on my lips. I'm not going to worry about removing that because this is quite a matte lipstick. So if I can add the tiniest bit of shine to it, I'm all about that. I'm not even going to bother with a lip liner. I have worn this so many times and it just does not wear. Obviously, if you're eating and drinking as you usually do, you will need to touch it up, mostly just through the pout area where it does tend to wear a lot quicker when you're eating and drinking. But other than that, it stays really, really well. I love this lipstick so much. I mean, look at that color. It's actually coming up on camera a lot more red. Yeah, that's coming up really red. Oh well, carry on. And to crispen those outer edges, I'm just using a lip brush. Oh, it's such a vampy color. I love it so much. The last thing that I'm going to do is set it with my Skindinavia setting spray. This is a makeup finishing spray, and this one's specifically for bridal. To make sure your makeup stays put, you just want to do a little spritz on the face, and then that's going to set everything intact. Now to finish off my look, I have my jewelry. I didn't wear a veil, so I got some statement earrings and an ear cuff from House of Emmanuele, and these are so divine. Not to everyone's taste, I will admit. These are the earrings, and then I also have like an ear cuff to go with it as well. Oh, they're pretty. Oh, I love them. You'll have to forgive my hair, I can't be bothered doing it, but this is my bridal look. I've actually just realized that I did this entire look and I didn't even use my highlighter palette for its intended purpose. I used it for the inner highlights, but I forgot to highlight my cheekbones, so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to pick up both colours. Going to apply that on the highs of the cheeks here, and then through my brow bone. I love it so much, but that is hilarious that I completely forgot to use that in my entire tutorial. I'm just going to quickly record on my iPhone so you can see it does look a little more plum in the iPhone camera than on my Canon 5D. And the eyes. So this is more of what it looks like in real time. If you watched any of my other videos, I do like to record a little bit on my iPhone as well, so you get more of like a real life look on what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and please drop in the comments below on anything unconventional that you did for your wedding day. I would love to hear all about it, and I'd love to hear how you made it your special day that perhaps not everyone was in agreement with, but you stuck to your guns and you did it your way. Please tell me in the comments below. But for now, I've got a lot more videos to edit, so I will be back soon with some more tutorials for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!